Well, well. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How you guys doing? So let me check my volume. Let me see here. Can I be heard? Let me see. Whoops. Check my volume. See here. Okay, we're good. Can I be heard? We're good. All right, what's up? What's going on? I see you guys in the chat. Salute. Y'all haven't hit the like button by now. Y'all already know what to do, man. I don't know why I have to say this every stream, but seriously, y'all already know when I get on live, man, especially at times like this, that like button needs to be hit because we have a lot to talk about. And first of all, did I warn you guys? Did I warn you? Seriously, I don't even want to sound like smug, but then I warned you guys we're gonna have this conversation. I said, yo, some dudes are not gonna like some of these decisions, but oh yeah, they're happening, and there's nothing we can do about it. And the reason why there's nothing we can do about it personally, had these dudes who claim they're against it, guess what? They buy it day one. So all right, let's just start with the elephant in the room. Let's go ahead and start the elephant in the room. Let's rewind this back. All right. So obviously, I don't even need to remind you guys how insanely great Horizon Forbidden West looked, right? Like, even me, my jaw was on the floor from the moment we saw the gameplay, right? All of us, we're like, yo, this game looks amazing. This is next gen. This is pushing the industry forward. This is how you show a game. The presentations are amazing, you know? Everybody was all on board with the game. But as soon as God of War got confirmed to be cross-gen, and mind you, everybody already knew. Everybody already knew Horizon was cross-gen. Oh, all of a sudden Horizon doesn't look that good. Now, let me go ahead and address one thing for a second. There is one person who I can vouch for who actually kept it 100. That's Jack Move Johnny. If you're not subscribed to Jack Move Johnny, subscribe to Jack Move Johnny. He's the only person, and mind you, he said this when the game was first shown, so he didn't say this after God of War was confirmed to be cross-gen with Gran Turismo, okay? He said this immediately after the game was shown. He was like, yo, I like the game, but the game can look better. And I was okay, respectfully, he said that. But you know what's funny? He went live and he was speaking his mind about it, which I respect. But then you got these dudes co-signing, coming out of left field saying, oh, you see, this is why cross-gen's a bad thing. This is why Sony shouldn't do this. The game doesn't look that great. I'm sitting there going, I recognize 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of you in this chat. And some of you were in his chat when we were watching the live, and you were all like, this is amazing. This is the most game-changing experience I've seen in a long time. Now the game doesn't look amazing because it's cross-gen. Really? Listen, man, I don't know what's going on with people. I really don't, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's the fact that you don't care about the game or it's the fact that you care more about a bragging right that you want to use on Twitter. See, that's the big issue here. That's the biggest factor right now. I hope you guys notice that. All the outrage surrounding these games, it goes right back to Twitter. Everybody wants to count these damn games on their hand and compare it to the Xbox. Mind you, the Xbox just bought these studios, and we're not going to see anything from these bigger studios until later on. You see what I'm saying? We're not going to see those till later on. We got some to look forward to on Xbox. Obviously, it's not all doom and gloom, right? You have some to look forward to, but I'm saying most of the heavy stuff you'll see later on. So it's like, why are we not keeping it 100? Damn well cross-gen ain't hurting these games. And then they go, well, look at Microsoft, look at look at Scalebound. Everybody's bringing up Scalebound all of a sudden. First of all, when has Sony ever had an issue with quality in their first-party lineup compared to Microsoft? Microsoft is a different set of wheels. Microsoft has their own bubble, their own issues. That's Microsoft's problem. That's never been a PlayStation problem. Quality has never been a problem with PlayStation. Has it, people? Seriously. I mean, you can say that the game is probably linear. You can say the game is probably not the most exciting, right? But the quality has always been there. Even the most games that people will say is boring, like the Heavy Rains or the Beyond Two Souls. You guys remember those games? People said those games were boring, but guess what? The quality was there. It was top notch. It was ahead of its time. Detroit Become Human still stands, still is a highlight for PS4. But, they want to say cross-gen hurts the system. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, sure. It would be cool if Sony had these exclusive for the PS5. Sure, it would be cool. But at the same time, you have to look at the world. You have to look at the factors this time around. No console has ever launched in a global pandemic like this. And on top of all that, buying a system has never been this hard. Ever. Come on, let's keep it a buck. It's never been this hard to buy a console. Sony can't even guarantee you a PS5. So to the dudes saying, oh, I want a PS5. You know, it's funny. Some of these dudes don't even have PS5s, and they're upset that these games are cross-gen with PS4. They don't have PS5s. There's no way they can get a PS5s. And one dude cracked me up. He was like, yo, I saw a PS5 at Walmart or Target. And after this news, guess what, y'all? I said no, I didn't buy it. So let me rewind that back to you. So you mean to tell me you saw a single PlayStation 5 at your local Target, GameStop, wherever the store may be, and just because of God of War being cross-gen, you said, I don't want a PlayStation 5, even though this system barely breathes the moment it's in a store because it's sold out that fast. Really? We doing this now? I'm going to tell you like I told you months ago, man, before we even go, like before we got to here. I told you months ago, Sony don't care about your console war. Sony don't care about your console war, man. They don't. They don't care about your console war. They stopped caring about your console war. Hence why they don't take those subtle shots anymore, you fool. They don't take these dumb shots no more. They're going to make the most out of their games. They're going to make sure they get the most out of their games. And whether you like it or not, which we already know you do like it, hence why you guys are buying it day one. I remember I asked this in Jack's stream. I was like, yo, guys, okay, answer me this. You guys are outraged, right? Okay. Are y'all buying it day one? Everybody in the chat said, yeah, I'm buying it day one. I'm sitting there going, bro, if you're buying it day one, all this anger is for nothing. Y'all notice that, right? Oh, I'm so upset that these games are cross-gen, but I'm buying it day one on PS5. What message are we sending Sony here? If you're so upset. I'm just saying, man, you dudes, bro, y'all make this too easy. This is why I'm saying, this is why I stay away from this, man. Y'all notice why I just be sitting back like a wise man. I don't say nothing because it's so stupid, the arguments. Oh, I'm against it, but yet you're buying it day one. Now, let's reiterate this because we had Chris Grinnell on the channel. Shout out to you guys who came by the interview. It was a great conversation. But we had a game developer, an actual PlayStation game developer, who not only confirmed everything I've been talking about for PlayStation 5, right? And I was in my bag. We were just having a great conversation. But even he agreed. All the dudes who are on Twitter crying about this and sending you guys false hope as if these games were going to always be like this, these dudes don't even buy the games day one. And I dare somebody to say I'm wrong. Majority of these guys who overhype these games and act like the mouthpiece for these games don't buy them day one. They don't. So what are we doing here? Who are you listening to? They don't buy them day one. They don't support the developer. They give you the same tired excuse like they did for Returnal. Well, I'll get that game on sale. But you were so hyped for it on social media when it came to comparing the PlayStation 5 to the Series X. Right. That just goes to show, man, the flip-flop and the stupidity in this community, man. And so, I already knew, again, once all this stuff was going to happen, I already knew the stupidity was going to be flowing. But you know what the last thing I expected to see from the PlayStation community, from our community? I wasn't expecting to see Sony Santa Monica get hit with this type of retardation in a long time. Dudes attacking the actual developers of Sony Santa Monica out of anger that these games are cross-gen. First of all, I already know why. Let's face it. Like, if y'all don't know why Alana Pierce pretty much got attacked, allow me to explain why Alana Pierce got attacked. Alana Pierce got attacked because Alana Pierce is known as a big supporter for Xbox. She always has been, right? She's always been a big supporter for Xbox. So, of course, the millennials see that and they go, how can this damn woman get on PlayStation, on our damn platform? How can this woman work for Sony Santa Monica when she was over here preaching Xbox? Easy, you retard. It's because she's talented. She has the talent that Sony looking for. So she got to work for Sony Santa Monica. Now she's part of PlayStation. That's how she got the job. But they see this, right? They know she's an Xbox supporter, even though I can guarantee you that majority of the PlayStation developers over there have Xboxes. I can guarantee you that much. But they see that and she's on there. Then they immediately go after her and say, "Oh, what do you know? This woman, because of this woman, this game gets delayed, or it gets it gets delayed and it's cross-gen." I'm like, first of all, this woman has no say so in this game whatsoever. She's a developer. She's a writer. That's it. She does no say so in where the future of this project goes and how this project launched. She has no say in this stuff at all. She has no say in that. But since you guys are so upset about this, let me show you the double standard in this. Who remembers Holly Bennett? I'm gonna wait for 5 seconds. Does anybody remember Holly Bennett? Huh? Okay, I don't see the chat moving. Let me give you a fresher course. Holly Bennett used to work for PlayStation Access. She was the redhead woman who actually showed off the PlayStation 4 after the design was shown by Andrew House at E3. She was answering our questions. You remember, she was a big supporter of PlayStation 4 and PlayStation itself, right? What happened with Holly Bennett? Holly Bennett got the chance of a lifetime. She went to CD Projekt Red as one of the game developers or overseers. And her big, the moment she got there, right? Of course, Cyberpunk launches in a disastrous form. You know what's funny? Nobody came at Holly Bennett like this, did they, people? Y'all see the double standard? Nobody attacked Holly Bennett. You know why they didn't attack Holly Bennett? Because she started off with PlayStation. There's the double standard and the stupidity in this community. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't care what kind of YouTuber you are. If you think that type of shit is acceptable in this community, literally, to attack somebody who literally has no say-so in this type of stuff and who literally does their job, and their job is to make sure that we have some quality experiences. If you are okay with that in 2021 and you think that type of shit makes us all look good in the future, you think that makes us all look proud and strong as gamers, you're a fucking idiot. We all look dumb watching that shit. Nobody wins looking at the situation. In fact, all you've done is given ammo to the competition that you don't want to give ammo to. These dudes that want to go about this console war. You guys are giving unlimited ammo to the Xbox side. Now dudes are laughing at you, calling you crybabies and calling you selfish. Look how dumb y'all look right now in just 24 hours after the announcement. That's wild to me. And yet you guys still are going to buy the games day one. The real ones, you're going to buy the games day one. So that's why nobody's upset about this. But the dudes who want to act like we should be outraged, they all have one thing in common as well. They're also buying it day one. So it's like that energy, that negative energy that you're trying to project onto us and go like, oh, you guys should be upset. You're counteracting it because you're buying it. So what are we doing here? Come on, man. We better than this. We are better than this. We are seriously better than this. We are. Sad part is nobody wants to step up. They don't. Everybody wants to stay in the bubble. Everybody wants to talk about the Craig meme for the bajillionth time. Hence why you see the Craig meme everywhere you go on Twitter, right? Nobody wants to talk about the crazy games that we're getting for PlayStation 5, which, mind you, yes, somebody asked me in the chat. I did see PlayStation's Twitter post. I have to get on that eventually. I'll probably have a video for you guys tomorrow. I actually missed an opportunity for that because I had an appointment. So, my bad about that. But, it's just wild to me, man. It really is wild how fake people are on the internet for a few clicks. Chris Grinnell put it in such layman's terms of how these dudes act. And it's wild because it makes sense. It really does. Like, for example, how many times do you see people talk about Sony's financials? Oh, Sony made $25 billion last year. I wonder how much money they're going to make this year. How many times you hear this conversation come out? But yet, they're upset that these games are now on another platform, which, mind you, is a PlayStation platform. Oh, it devalues the brand. But I thought you cared about financials. Oh, you didn't think about that, did you? You didn't think about that corner you set yourself up for, did you? You care about financials, but yet you're upset about the games going to another platform. Oh, God, man. I'm telling you, they only care about stuff when they want to compare it against Microsoft. That's the only time you see them care about this type of stuff. Every single time. It's wild, man. Oh, man. I'm loving it. Anybody saying they're not getting God of War? Anybody saying they're not getting Forbidden West? Anybody saying they're not even getting GT7 or any other game that Sony might launch that might be cross-gen is capping. They're lying through their teeth. They're getting the system day one. They're getting it day one. Like, there's just no ifs, no buts about it. They're getting it day one. Anybody saying they're not, it needs to stop. Stop it. Stop it. Because it don't take much work to check your receipts. You know what I mean? It ain't hard to check nobody's receipts. Hiding your profile scores doesn't work anymore. It's actually a site where I can see your profile. If I really wanted to get petty with this stream. If I really want to be that guy. It's not hard anymore. Nobody's safe in that regard of hiding your trophies. Nobody. I promise you. Anyway. What up, Tyler? What's up? I see everybody. What's up? How y'all doing? But, man, it's wild to me, man. I had this talk on Boom Show, and I was just shocked. Like, bro, you have dudes claiming she needs to be, like, gang rape? Like, come on, bro. Really? Y'all sending this to her, right? Yo, what is it with these dudes overreacting or attacking women in gaming? I'm noticing this, too. It's like a huge trend here. Y'all notice Luca gets this even worse. Y'all notice that? Luca gets some of the weirdest comments in this community. And mind you, she's an Xbox supporter. But she gets some of the weirdest comments from these weirdos, from these millennials. I can only imagine what, Alana went through in just the past 48 hours. Seriously. I can only imagine. That's wild, man. It's video games. It's game consoles, for God's sakes. That's what it is. Game consoles. Dudes really acting like they have a stock in this console or in this company. And if you really think just because you bought a PS5 you have stock in PlayStation, I hate to break it to you, you don't. And Sony's not even it's not even paying you no mind. That's the funny thing. Sony's not paying you no mind. Dude's like, oh, how do we make this stop? How do we make it stop? Well, first of all, let's start with the basics. Number one, how about you support the games that you hype up more than anything? Seriously. I mean, if we want to be honest, right? We want to keep it a buck with everybody in this chat. We want to really tell it like it is, unlike some people on this platform, which I'm not even going to bother getting into. But if we really want to tell it like it is, because dudes are afraid of losing views. That's the problem with a lot of people on this platform. They're afraid of losing views. They don't want to tell you how it is. But if you really want things to change, it starts with you. Now, why do I say it starts with you? Well, first of all, it would help if you actually support the games that you hype up on Twitter. That's a big bonus right there. Maybe we should actually play the games. Maybe we should actually support them. Maybe we should actually, I don't know, show the developer that we care. And maybe you wouldn't see most of the stuff happening. But the sad part is, like I said before, dudes wait for sales. Dudes don't buy these games day one. Remember the dudes who wanted the cat for $70 games? Quiet, aren't they, people? Remember I told you? Quiet. They got nothing to say. They have nothing to say about the $70 price tag. When dudes bring up Game Pass and an alternative to the $70, you got one or two reactions. One, oh, we don't need that. Nah, we don't need that. That's too like Xbox. I don't want Xbox. And then you have others going, well, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, man. We'll see. Oh, man. The internet is hilarious to me. It really is. Love the internet. I love the internet. I really do. Some of you dudes really take this console war to you guys' souls. It's not even funny anymore. It really ain't. And then, when I ask you guys, not even to be ignorant, right? Not even be ignorant, but I'll ask like a simple question. I'm like, okay. Y'all know me. I'll set you up with it perfectly. I'll be like, hey, yo, what happened at the end of this game? And then one dude had me weak. He actually went to Wikipedia and he looked up the ending for this game, which had me dead. But some people do this. They actually go to Wikipedia and they look at the endings for these games and they try to give you the ending that way instead of telling you the issue, like what happens. It's funny to me, bro. Like, dudes are so phony just to keep up a console war. It's so pathetic. What's up, Crispy? I see you, bro. What's up? Viper in the building. What's up? Yeah, it's definitely getting pathetic, man. I mean, all this fake outrage, and yet you're going to buy the games day one. Like, I never thought I'd see anything like that at all. Like, when I hear outrage, when I see people so upset, I'm thinking, okay, DRM, Xbox. Y'all remember that? Look, I'm upset. I'm not buying this, and nobody bought it. Y'all remember that? But yeah, you look at this situation, these dudes, it's the complete polar opposite. Yeah, I'm outraged. Sony lied to us. Sony doesn't care. I'm sitting there going, you don't say. You don't say. Sony lied. I mean, you didn't see through the signs? You didn't see the signs that I was trying to warn you about prior? For example, let's go back to Xbox Studios. So when you saw PlayStation Studios, you didn't see the signs there? Huh? You didn't see the new attitude to pushing first-party games while also supporting second-party? You didn't see that? You didn't see Sony's more abrupt decisions as of late? Come on, man. It's all in the reports. Y'all got to pay attention. Y'all dudes don't pay attention. Y'all just see what y'all want to see. And y'all think, and a lot of people really thought that we weren't going to go here because they saw Spider-Man. Guys, no, it don't work like that. Miles Morales served this purpose. It sold a lot on PlayStation 5, by the way. I think it sold more on PS5. But a lot of people are saying, oh, but it doesn't matter, though. It's going to sell more on PS5 to begin with. Here's the sad part, bro. Here's the sad part. Y'all missing the point. Even if a game does sell more on PS5 versus PS4, it's still going to make even more money on the other platform. And since you guys are so obsessed with financials, you guys should be screaming from a mountaintop how happy you are about this type of stuff because the game's doing well. But you know what shocked me? And this is where I have to hold my L. I have to hold an L because I have to admit to this because I'm gonna forget this and eventually somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, how come you admit this?" So I gotta hold this L real quick. So here we go. The L that I'm holding. Remember I said Sony's doing this because they want to get those Nintendo numbers. Well, quite frankly, it doesn't really matter how much they sell with the game, actually, to them. All they care about is either breaking even or making, obviously profit. But that's not really what their main focus. That's not the main trigger, so to speak, into you getting a sequel. Metacritic plays a big factor in this type of thing, which surprised the hell out of me. So shout out to Chris Grinnell. He actually broke that down very, very good, too. I'm shocked that actually plays that big of a factor. I thought, that's funny. I didn't even think about that. So, yeah, Metacritic score does play a big factor in it. And that's true, Crispy. That is true. But, Crispy, we had this conversation, bro. It comes down to what, bro? Bragging rights. They want to count on their hands how many games I got versus how many Team Green has. That's it. That's all they care about. They don't care about the games. They don't. Oh, man. That's stupidity is wild, man. It really is wild. Exactly. Yo, Archie, you spitting, bro. You spitting facts, bro. It's like, that makes no sense to me. But I already broke down why she got attacked. It has nothing to do with the fact that, I don't even want to go into that territory because y'all know that's a sensitive subject. But I don't even want to say it has anything to do with the fact that she's a woman, right? No, it's the fact that she is known to support Xbox heavily. That's what a lot of these weirdos are really attacking her based off of. That's why I honestly believe that's where it's at. If she wasn't really as vocal as she was like in the past, where she always supported Xbox, we probably wouldn't have this conversation with Alana Pierce. That's why I really think it is too. But at the same time, I'm not going to excuse it as well because there are weirdos who attack, developers like this. There are weirdos. So it's like, it's a toss-up. It's really up to you. It's a toss-up. What do you want to go with? But these dudes are weird, man. These dudes are weird. They're like, oh, I'm a passionate PlayStation dude. I'm a passionate PlayStation dude. I put all these time into these games. I care more about PlayStation than you. You guys know I drop videos on this channel every week. Sometimes 5 times a week, sometimes 7 times, you know, 7 days a week, depending on how hot the news is, right? I drop these videos. There is no excuse. If you have this much passion and you have this much fire for PlayStation, it's no excuse that you can't even so much as match me on a PlayStation level. And I'm not talking about as a gamer. I'm talking about in just terms, like just in layman's terms, you go to my profile. It makes no sense that you're a level 150, a 200, and you claim you have this fire for PlayStation, and you buy all the games day one, and I look on these profiles, you haven't even so much as beaten the game. What are we doing here? You guys don't care about PlayStation. You care about bragging rights. That's all it is. You know there are dudes who are giving reviews to games that only played it for like 10 minutes? Did y'all know that? There are dudes who do that, extremists, who play these games for 10 minutes, then go on Twitter and write these long reviews saying that it's better than Xbox. I don't understand that neither. And before somebody comes at my neck, you know, let's say after this video is done publishing or whatever that's doing, you know how YouTube is. I'm not over here throwing my trophies in your face. I'm just saying, as someone who's puts this amount of time into YouTube, it makes no sense for you to be this loud and yet you're so little in terms of all your efforts with PlayStation. That's what I'm trying to get at you with. If your profile is below mine and I drop all these videos, I do podcasts, etc., please do me a favor. Stop with the fake outrage. Stop. You make no sense. You don't play PlayStation. You don't support PlayStation. You never dare. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Like Dragon Quest. I see Dragon Quest. He's at a level 410. Okay, I see you. I respect that. See? He's almost at my level. I think I'm at level, what, 418, 415, something like that. I don't even, no, actually, no, I'm 440. What am I saying? No. He got some ways. But, you know, he's up there. He's up there. That's a good profile. That's a good level. But you'd be surprised how many dudes I've seen on here that have been so loud that barely even got 200. There you go. Got a 460. Honorable mention right there. 460. Who good? Who else is in here? 344. He getting there. Again, you know what I'm saying? But y'all get what I'm saying, though. Y'all over 300. I'm seeing a trend here. Over 300 plus. That's fine. That means you play the games. You see what I'm saying? But if you're in the low 200s, low 100s, do me a favor, shut the hell up. Get the hell off the internet. If you're done with PlayStation, do me a huge favor. Do the world a favor. Do this chat a favor. Be done with PlayStation. Nobody will miss you. Let me tell you why nobody will miss you. Because you're not going anywhere to begin with. As soon as Sony announces the next event, here you go screaming from a mountaintop. Oh, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Uncharted 4 going to PC. All these dudes are sitting here crying. Oh my God, I can't do it. What does Sony do? They gave you Horizon Forbidden West. No one has mentioned Uncharted 4 since that. No one has mentioned Uncharted 4. Everybody's saying God of War is going to be trash all of a sudden because it's cross-gen. But we already know as soon as that game is shown, none of these dudes are going to be talking like this. This conversation will fall on deaf ears. This conversation will be nothing. And y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true. This conversation ain't going to be nothing for nobody. It's going to be legit done. I'm just saying, man. Oh, and by the way, this ain't even about platinums. I'm not counting platinums, by the way. No, I'm not counting platinums. I'm just talking about trophies in general. You're just talking about your score. Now, I'm not talking about platinums. You can eliminate platinums from this conversation. Nobody's talking about platinums. If there's any trophy that I would actually look out for, to be honest with all of you in this chat, it's not the platinum. The platinum just means you just dedicate all your time to it. That doesn't mean anything. The trophy that I look out for is the one that says in the fine print, you beat the story. If I see that, you're good. You ain't got to do everything. You beat the story. That's all that matters. You'd be surprised how many people don't even have the story beaten in these games they've given reviewed for, or they gave reviews for. I see you. 37 plat, or 31 plats. Good job. I see you. But hey, at least you're playing GTX. At least you're playing. You know what I mean? Or GTK, I'm sorry. At least you're playing. But the thing is, right? There are dudes who act louder than you, especially on social media. They use social media to get these voices super loud, and yet they don't even have a higher score than that. So it's like you're not losing anything. Dark Cloud 2. Okay, I see. But I don't know, man. Dudes are wild, man. Dudes are wild. Overcrushing. I already told y'all this was going to happen months ago. It's wild, too, because when I said this was going to happen, I had the dude saying, oh, shut up. It ain't happening. You just want to say that because you're cool with Xbox fans. I remember that conversation we had? Oh, because I'm cool with Xbox fans or I'm cool with Xbox gamers. All of a sudden, I'm saying this for the sake of saying this. I'm like, no, it's common sense. And it's a new generation. It's new people at the helm. It's new leadership. All the OGs that I warned you about prior are no longer there, except for three, sorry. So you're going to see things be done differently. It's just how it is. And make no mistake about it, because me and Chris Grinnell talked about this too. Make no mistake about it. I would not be surprised if PlayStation Now goes to a big upgrade later down the road and you see that become a Game Pass type of thing. I would not be surprised. Nah. But of course, those who want you to believe XYZ are going to come at you guys and make you believe, or hopefully make you believe that, oh, this is going to happen. But bro, it's not. Nah. Some of these are weird, man. But you know how it is. Hold on. Anyway, Sunset Overdrive was shown. Again, man, I've been on point. I've been telling y'all, Sunset Overdrive. I'm just waiting for resistance. Just go ahead and give me resistance. Insomniac, you're killing me with the weight, man. You're really killing your boy with the weight. You're really killing me. Sunset Overdrive is being shown on Twitter. Not necessarily gameplay, but, it's been tweeted out by the official account, which is hilarious. And dude's like, oh, that's not happening. Blue Point's been confirmed, supposedly, to be making Metal Gear Solid Remake. And a small project, which is Ape Escape, which would be fire. If that's the case, I'm actually down for that. I'm just waiting for that resistance, bro. When I get that resistance, oh, yeah, you already know. I'm going to be in my bag once again, bro. I've been on point. I just been on point. It's crazy what happens when you look at stuff logically and you look at things outside this little bubble, which is the console war. Yeah, I know. I saw that too. They showed Sly Cooper, guys. Sly Cooper, Rift Apart. He opened a rift and Sly Cooper came out. Meaning that Sly Cooper could definitely be happening as well. We just don't know who's making it. But y'all remember, if you played Sly 4, he got lost in time. He was in Egypt, I think. I think he was in Egypt. So if they opened the rift and got him out of there and he was able to go home, that'd be pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. That'd be nice to see it tie in. Has SOCOM gone quiet? No, SOCOM has not gone quiet. The last time we heard about SOCOM was one of the, I think it was Sony London or Sony Paris, one of those two, tweeted out the game. So no, it hasn't really gone quiet. We know it's coming. We just don't know when they're gonna do it. But there's that. A lot of cool stuff, man. Yeah, I know they showed Uncharted 4. Sucker Punch may be making a new Sly. I mean, it's possible. I would love to see them make it. I don't see nobody else doing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nobody. I don't see no different. You know what I mean? I can't see nobody different making that game. So, but man. Oh, Lord. YouTube, man. Oh, Lord, YouTube. Oh, man, the internet. Things need to change. So, but I thought it ended with him against antagonists over friends. If I remember, they were in like a time warp, right? They were like on a ship. You fight the last dude on the ship, and you're in a time warp, and he gets lost in space, or lost in time. They couldn't find him. And like Bentley's looking for him throughout the record, something like that. So that's what I remember from Sly 4. He says Insomniac trying to make a Sony verse. I mean, you know what's funny about that? I mean, what if that was a callback to a future game that you might get? Like, I don't know, PlayStation All-Stars 2. You ain't think about that, did you? multiverse, maybe. Maybe it's a world where all those guys exist and they can fight again. Yeah. Again, it's possible, man. Possibilities are there. Definitely there. A lot of people need to look, just be open, man. But I don't know, man. This whole internet thing, man, it's wild how people act, dude. It really is. Dude's got issues. Oh, Lord. And, of course, everybody's like, oh, is PS5 being held back now? No, PlayStation 5 is not being held back. It's not being held back. But, of course, they believe this now. What can you do, man? The internet, it's free to believe what they want at this point. Think we get a Ghost 2 before Sly? It's possible, but like I said before, even with God of War, games like that you don't rush into. You know what I mean? You take your time. But who knows? Maybe they had maybe they had a lot of this stuff already written up or, drawn up, so to speak, for the sequel before they even started. So who knows, honestly. But again, whenever we get that trailer for Ghost, I am going to be blown away by it, to be honest with you. I am going to be blown away by that. Whenever that happens. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Resistance 1 is dated, but it can be, it's dated as hell, but it holds up so good still to this day. You know what I mean? It holds up still to this day. So it will be cool to see how that game does when it's redone for PS5. Sunset Overdrive 2, I never really got into the first one. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't really played the first one like that. So the second one's gonna be interesting. See what they do. Hold on. Shout out to RKSP. Appreciate it. Let's subscribe. But I never got into it, so I can't really speak on it. Getting Ratchet and Clank, the PS4 game was the first one I played. Those I was good looking for it. Yeah, I'm already day one with Ratchet. Thing is, bro, I haven't even been on my PS5 because I've been getting my eyesight checked and everything. So I have to pretty much pull. It's probably gonna take me more than a day. It's probably gonna take me like 3 days, probably. So I'm probably gonna be at the at the deadline when Ratchet drops. When I'll have the platinum for this particular game. But I'm trying to get this game off my profile. Resident Evil. It's kind of my issue that I haven't been on it. Do we get Sunset Overdrive 2 before Spider-Man? I mean, think about it. You just got Miles, right? I don't think Spider-Man 2 is going to drop next year. Doesn't make sense for that. I see that coming probably 2023. Probably. That's probably 2023. But who knows? I mean, Insomniac's has legit been pulling magic. It could drop in next year. But I don't really know. I wouldn't put a whole lot of stock into it. We'll know, though. We'll definitely know probably by the end of this year because we'll probably get like a teaser or something for it. Like at one of these PlayStation shows, they'll have like a cinematic trailer for it, and you'll know when it's dropping. Or they'll say like, hey, more coming this year, or stay tuned for this year. It's possible. Well, I mean, yeah, of course. That's how a traditional sequel goes. Yeah, of course. But I'm wondering, I'm guessing you're talking about Ghost, right? So for Ghost, remember you had two options, right? You had two paths. I mean, are they going to give you the option based on the path that you chose at the start of the game? Like, for example, you either choose to, well, actually, I don't want to spoil it, but, there's two options there. One involves death, the other one involves life. If you choose death, you pretty much, I guess you leave with honor, so to speak, right? And if you don't choose death and you choose despair, you go off of, you basically looked at as a tyrant, as the ghost. So it's like, do you start off with that type of option? Because that's an option. I mean, I'm all in because I already know which one I chose. That game was dope, being the ghost, you know, the birth of a ninja, so to speak. That game was fire. Yeah, that's facts, Dave. That is facts. And that's true. Yep, the pandemic did push a lot of stuff back. So again, you know, people upset that stuff's not coming out on time. Listen, we can't control it, man. The world went to hell. Literally, it literally went to hell. Everything got pushed back. Everything was like literally can't. Like a lot of stuff got put on hold. A lot of these developers are probably still trying to make the most out of the situation at home, but again, they're not able to do so. You know what I mean? There's a lot of struggles. If you guys remember when we had Housemark on, he talked about the struggles of being home and working on Returnal. And it definitely shows in Returnal. Returnal looks amazing, right? Even though dude was like, oh, it's 1080p. But again, like I said before, these dudes can't even tell you the difference between resolutions. They need somebody to do a deep dive in this type of stuff. Y'all remember that? Tell you, man, this is why I have this big smile on my face. Everybody's, you know, doing console war stuff. I'm just having this big smile because it's like, bro, we're chilling on this one. We having fun. We're having fun because everything we talked about is true. But if I remember correctly, they said Returnal wasn't even 4K. They were saying it was 1080p or something like that. But yet the game looked incredible in all aspects. You know what I mean? When you see that gameplay, you're like, oh my God, like there's no way it's 1080p. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like how well Sony's gotten this stuff out the water. Law and Order, what's up? What's up, Matt? But as well, hope you're doing well. Really enjoyed your interview with Chris Grano. You're killing it lately, man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna continue, man. I'm gonna continue. I'm not stopping anytime soon. I'm gonna keep doing things on my side. I'm gonna let everybody else do their own thing on the side, man. But make no mistake about it, bro. Make no mistake about it. I've been telling y'all most of this stuff was what's going to happen for the longest time. Even when we broke down the consoles, all that jazz. We've been consistent on that aspect, but I don't know what to tell you anymore, man. You know, it just you go back to square one at this point. You go back to what matters. And that's true. They should be, but they're not going to be grateful for that. I mean, it's possible that game got pushed back to 20. You know, honestly, I don't think it is. I don't know. I don't honestly think it is going to get pushed back to 2022, unless Nintendo says Breath of the Wild 2 is launching this year. Then okay, maybe 2022. That's a good point though. It could very well go 2022 on some real. And then that will leave Microsoft with a open chance right there to release their Halo Infinite, right? Because the big conversation is, when is Halo Infinite dropping? Is it going to drop this year? Are we going to get the official release date with more gameplay? You know what I mean? Polished this time around. So yeah, it really would be up in the air at this point. So yeah, damn, that's a good point. It's possible. It is possible. Yeah, they're reportedly having one during E3 or probably before E3 or after. So yeah, they're having one. I did a video on it. There was like one of the attendees leaked the event for the end of this month. Sony hasn't said anything yet, so we'll see what's up. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. Corey Barlock. Have faith, man. Have faith. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. Did he beat Returnal? No. So basically, he was on the third biome. He went through the game. He got all the way to the first half of the level, and you know, like the little part where you hit the bridge to activate the other half of the world, so you can get to the boss. You know, I'm talking about that little gauntlet when you go up the stairs. He unlocked that portion of the bridge, and then he hit the teleporter, which, you know, sends you down to the steps. As soon as he hit the teleporter, the game crashed, and he rage quit the entire stream. So, yeah, the game crashed as soon as he hit the teleporter, and he like landed almost at the stairs. The game completely crashed. I was sitting there like, wow, like at the worst possible time, the game crashed on him. And it stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, you gotta love it. Game, but soon as some analyst video comes. That's true, Dave. That's true. Again, these dudes aren't Dave. These dudes aren't gamers, bro. They're not gamers. These guys live and die by Metacritic scores. They let Metacritic decide what games they're gonna buy. That's the type of gamer you're talking about right there. That's the type of gamer you're describing, okay? That's not a gamer to me. That's somebody who's literally looking for something to complain about, something to literally. And you know what's funny, right, Dave? When they had these videos like that and they can't find anything wrong with the game, you know what they say afterwards? I'll get that game on sale. It looks really, really good, but I'll get it on sale. So again, that should tell you something right there, bro. It's like you're on to something, but at the same time, it's no shocker right there. So he had a good rhythm. He did better. He definitely did better. He definitely did better, but he has a long way to go, man. Because once you get past the third boss, if he managed to get past the third boss, which I kind of doubt, but it's possible, right? But if he gets past the third boss, that's when the game really starts getting faster. Because after that, you have two bosses left. Yeah, you have two bosses left. You have I forgot his name, but you have the dude with the harp, and then you have Ophion. There's the Ophion. And the game is a lot faster. And when he gets in the underwater level, that's if he makes it to the underwater level, oh yeah, he's in for a lot of other treats. Anyone hear anything about Dead Space remake or remaster? Unfortunately not. EA has gotten every dime they possibly could out of that game, and more likely we will never see that game see the light of day again. Unless Sony or Microsoft approaches them with like a deal or a proposal, you're not going to see a Dead Space anytime soon. Because you remember Visceral Games, which is the studio who brought us Dead Space, that studio is disbanded. It's no longer a thing. See what I'm saying? So that entire studio has been disbanded. So yeah, you won't see that. But you know, I mean, you can keep hope for that, but who knows? I don't think so though. Yep. I know it's the series. I talked about it. I remember I told you. Metal Gear Solid remake for the entire series. I think we said on RGT. We talked about it from Blue Point Games. Bro, can you imagine that? Can you seriously imagine that? Metal Gear Solid 1 all the way to the last one, bro. A remake for PS5. Oh, man. You know, I literally gush about Metal Gear Solid 4, Gun to the Patriots. If I seeing that game remade for PS5, all the bells and whistles, I'm going to be at home. You know what I mean? I'm going to be at home. I put too many hours into that damn game. Too many hours. Loved it. Hopefully they improved this, you know, the close quarter combat. Yeah, hopefully they fix the close quarter combat a little bit, make it a little bit more, I don't know, better. Up personal. Also, I would say they fixed the. Actually, no, they don't need to fix that. There was no issue there, but yeah, it'll be cool seeing everybody redone for PS5. Oh man, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. We're getting those OGs back, little by little. And it's cool. But hey, remember, guys, they want Jim Ryan gone, and Jim Ryan's giving you these bangers for PS5. Remember that. Just remember that. They want Jim Ryan gone because of bragging rights. That's all they care about is bragging rights. They don't care about the games. So if y'all don't see me talk about some stuff, especially on Twitter, and I see everybody acting retarded on stuff, now you know why. Because I already know when it comes back to the fine print, and I asked them, are you going to buy these games day one for PS5? What are they going to say, people? Yup, they're going to buy it day one. And then there's the other dudes who go to the extreme. The ones who go to the extreme, they don't buy games at all. They just run their mouths on Twitter. Those dudes I don't pay any ounce of attention to. So move that out the way here. But anyway, interesting way to start the Monday, start the week. A little interesting way. I definitely had to talk about this though because you already know. It's weird how people are acting, man. It really is. It's really weird that people have degraded themselves to this extent. You know what I mean? So it really is. It's really weird. Make sure I hear myself. Yeah, okay. But yeah, it's weird. So what I'll do, first thing tomorrow, we'll be covering everything. So anything I might have missed, I'll drop for you guys and we'll go over everything. But y'all know how it is, man. Y'all know how it is. PS4 Sander, PS5 Legend. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Metal Gear Solid 5 needs a remake, though. I don't know. I don't think Metal Gear Solid 5 needs a remake. At least in my opinion, I don't think it needs it. That's true, Sean. That's true. Again, they hate Jim Ryan one week. They love him the next. They hate him this week. They love him the next. Bro, you're going to see that be a flip-flop with Jim Ryan. I think Jim Ryan is fine. I don't think there's any issue with Jim Ryan whatsoever. The issue is people got their egos in this console war, and they want, bragging rights. That's all they care about. They care more so about the bragging rights than they do about the games itself. And it shows. It really does show. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, it did work. I'm like, what the hell? It did work. I'm like, why is it? Why does it didn't want to work? That was weird. 1 second. I had to fix this anyway, so I won't forget it. I'll deal with that later. I'll fix that later. I ain't worried about it. It's Monday, for God's sakes. Your boy is back, so. What up, Hustle? Shout out to Hustle and Motivate. There's too many guys who spend more time doing console wars than gaming. These guys are easy to spot on Twitter. That is a fact, sir. That is a big fact. Xbox are going to be hyping the shit out of you. Excuse me. That's so fun. Yeah, I know. I'm like far away from my monitor. Sorry. Yeah, that's the only thing you can really hope for, man. Hopefully they do come out swinging and things are good on their part. Because if they come out swinging, then obviously everybody wins, if that makes sense. But it's hard to say, Like, dude, I don't know. Like, everybody wants... I really want Microsoft to do good. I really do, because we need competition. And I just want to see how the games go. But who knows? Who knows, man? I think this show is really going to focus more so on Starfield and Halo Infinite, more than likely. and they'll probably give you some teasers for like Avowed, probably. You know, that's why I see what's gonna happen at this show. Other than that, I don't really expect much else at the show in general, because I know a lot of these games are not really done, like Hellblade 2, etc. I know those games aren't done because the last time we saw those games, they were in level design. So when you're in level design, you haven't even got close, etc., to all the other stuff. So yeah, they got some ways. Fable is definitely not there. I'd be shocked if Fable's there, but I already know Fable is not there. We saw a trailer for Fable just like we saw for Avowed. No way. No way we're there. But it comes down to them, man. Hopefully they deliver. They knock it out the park. Hopefully they knock it out the park. Sony did it a few times with less games. Microsoft can definitely do it as well if they do it right. So, shall see. I don't think it's gonna look all much better. It's gonna be a Crackdown 3 situation. Nah, I don't think it's a Crackdown 3 situation. Yeah, it's gonna look better. It's gonna be more polished up. Crackdown 3 is a different story. Crackdown 3, they were trying to push cloud, like cloud computing and all that stuff with destruction. And y'all remember, it looked promising in that first demo. But when we saw the finished product, it looked bad. It looked cheesy. It didn't look real. You know what I mean? It was all pre-rendered destruction, et cetera, et cetera. Basically, it was stuff that pre-rendered destruction is basically stuff that it's already set. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, it wasn't like free destruction like in that demo where you can shoot some random part of the world and it would just, break. Nah, it wasn't like that. This one, it was all like already pre-programmed in and stuff. So they couldn't deliver on it. They better show gameplay. I mean, Halo Infinite, yeah. I can see gameplay for it. Starfield, sure. Anything else? I don't expect much there in gameplay. I'd be shocked, bro. I'd be shocked, though. We're going to see the power of the cloud powered by 10 series. What's up, Alfonso? It still has to run on the OG Xbox One, though. Yeah. That's true. It still has to run on the base Xbox, just like Horizon has to run on the base PS4 base PS4, right? Before it runs on PS5, etc. I don't think that's the issue. That's not the issue at all. Microsoft's issue is just, I don't know, man. Microsoft is like they crumble under pressure. They set themselves up for failure at times. They gotta be on top of their game. What up, Primetime? What up? But they gotta be on top of their game, man. Their quality has to be on top of their game. Absolutely. I just hope that State of Decay 3 is what they try to show us. I honestly don't care for State of Decay 3 after 2, man. The trailer looked cool, where it showed like the little mutated deer eating like a wolf, I think it was. It looked cool, but I don't really care for it. Yeah, I saw some. I'm not sure if these are legit, but there was like leaked Switch Pro. And it looked pretty cool. Had like bigger sides. It had like the LED screen and all that stuff. It looked pretty good. The leaked Switch Pro. So more than likely, that's probably going to be there at Nintendo's. Nintendo would be a fool not to show it. And more than likely, Nintendo might win the whole thing because they showed hardware. You know what I mean? Because typically hardware wins against the whole software thing, unless that software is just flat out like fire. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. Nintendo has a lot of stuff they got to show though. We haven't seen Bayonetta 3. We haven't seen the Metroid. No news on Donkey Kong, stuff like that. Nintendo has a lot of stuff they got to step up to. And I don't think Breath of the Wild 2 is enough, personally. First one was good, right? But I don't think it's enough. You need more than Breath of the Wild. In my opinion. Yep, 20th anniversary. That's true. That is true. If it wasn't for this pandemic, I guarantee you Microsoft probably would have done something extra special for Series X. Like, y'all remember those little see-through consoles that we've had for the Xbox, like the Mountain Dew version of the OG Xbox? I wouldn't be surprised if they did that for the Series X. They had like a see-through green Halo Infinite Edition Series X for the 20th anniversary. That would have been fire marketing for them. But the thing is, though, Microsoft couldn't get Halo Infinite at launch, though. That's the thing, too. And Microsoft knew that hurt them. That's why they didn't remove it from their ads. That was still on their main ad, was Halo Infinite. They never removed the commercial. Never. So, that sucks. That's a bummer. I'm curious about the new upcoming Final Fantasy game. It actually has blood. It's first for the series. Yeah, I think it's really like a spinoff they're getting too. Yep, that's true. Oh man. Well, I don't know what else to really talk about at this point. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably start recording stuff later tonight and start putting them together and have them upload for you guys. So, do me a huge favor, hit that like button. Make sure that bell icon's hit all for notifications. You already know the drill. You already know how it is, man. It's gonna be a busy week. Really, really busy week. As far as me, I'm going to be doing other stuff again, like we said before, and we'll see what's up. What's up, Nelson? Anyone watch the Logan Paul fight? I did. It was trash. It was garbage. All right, before I leave, yeah. If you paid for that fight, you got finessed to the utmost degree, and hopefully you learned your lesson. Never buy a Mayweather fight ever. Never buy a Mayweather fight, bro. Like, people saying Mayweather won. I mean, he won the fight, clearly, right? He won the fight, but he lost the war because everybody's looking at a YouTuber at this point. They're like, wow, a YouTuber stood 8 rounds with a legit boxer here. You know what I mean? Everybody's looking at that now. It's like, bro, That man lost the war. I'm like, yo, Mayweather, bro. I even said this to King David, bro. I was like, yo, King David, if Mayweather don't knock this man out, bro, you know he ain't gonna hear the end of this. He ain't gonna hear the end of this. And bro, ain't nobody taking Floyd Mayweather serious no more. They talking about him fighting his brother now. I'm like, bro, really? Really? You really think we care to see that? Nobody cares to see that. If any fight I'm probably going to be interested in seeing, it's going to be Tyron Woodley versus Logan's brother. Jake. Yeah, Jake Paul, right? So it'll be Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. That should be a good fight, so to speak. Even though I'm pretty sure Tyron Woodley's probably going to go sleep. I'm sorry. I know that sounds weird. Tyron Woodley, I don't think he's got a good of a chin. I don't think his chin's that good. I really don't. I think he's going to go to sleep. He got knocked out in his last fight, which was his last UFC fight. And he was on like a legit losing streak, man. He hasn't been the same. So, yeah. I don't think he's going to last that long. I really don't. But I will say this, though. Jake Paul was talking about calling out Daniel Cormier. We already know that's not going to last long neither. Because Daniel will knock him out. Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. Isn't it Wilder versus Fury? That's going to happen before you get that fight. But I'm guessing you're asking me who would win in those two. Fury's good, but I probably go with Joshua on that one. I think I go with Joshua. Yeah, Fury's a good fighter. And yeah, they did try to turn boxing to WWE. He was, but at the same time, bro, Logan walks out of this looking like a champ, low key, Everybody's like, yo, you lasted 8 rounds with arguably the greatest boxer of our generation. That's insane. And you're a YouTuber. And on top of all that, here's where the finesse part of the whole situation comes into play. Mayweather walked away with like $100 million after the fight, guys. So that's how much Mayweather walked away from. It is, man. Like me, I'm used to. I'd rather see UFC fights. MMA is a better fight. Like it's a better just sport to me personally than boxing. Some people like boxing. It's fine. I prefer UFC. Reason why, it's more personal with UFC. You know what I'm saying? There's no. It's just more to it than that. You can do more than this. So. Yeah, he's a YouTuber. Logan Paul's a YouTuber, Sean. He survived 8 rounds with a professional boxer who's 50-0. Now you tell me who looks better, the YouTuber or the boxer? The YouTuber obviously looks better. Everybody's looking at the YouTube like, yo, you won. I mean, you lost the fight, but you won the war. You survived. You pretty much survived the onslaught of, what's his name? So. What the hell is this? Oh, no. And yeah, that's the weird part about this too. Because remember, Conor McGregor got knocked out, right? They stopped the fight. McGregor pretty much got beat up in their fight. McGregor didn't survive, and I think he survived up to like 9 rounds. But to be fair, that was an actual boxing match. This was an exhibition, so there wasn't really gonna be like a winner, so to speak, in this exhibition. You know what I mean? But still, everybody was expecting Logan to go to sleep. Everybody was expecting that. Did happen. McGregor in that actual fight, yeah, McGregor lost. But make no mistake about it. I don't know what Logan's trying to prove. Logan really thinks he's Conor McGregor 2.0 just for boxing. Logan can't knock out McGregor. I don't see that happening. I don't see him knocking out McGregor. Yeah, that's true. He did, like, McGregor did okay for what it was. He did okay in that fight. Not amazing, but he did okay. Even though he got carried throughout the rest of the fight. He did okay, though. It wasn't a bad fight in that regard. But the only actual boxer out of the Pauls is really Jake, to be honest with you. Jake's the only competent boxer out of the two that I can think of. But who knows, man? Who knows? You never truly know what happened here. Oh, wow, my phone's going off. Hold on. All right. Let me go ahead and shut this one down. Yeah, I already know. I'm gonna be dropping that gaming news, etc. For you guys. I don't want to do late uploads, so I'll probably have them like set for early and stuff like that, and just have them drop for you guys like that. All right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Those that might watch this later. Appreciate y'all coming through, of course, and yeah, y'all be good. But till next time, y'all be safe out here. I'm out here.